Okay, here we go. We're in chapter 5, the Sefer of the Yanuka, pathways of attachments to the rays of light, or the luminaries of light. Let's go. Hazmanim shemeir bohem oirei or hebener Chanukah uve erev Shabbos b'shas hadlakas haneros. There are times specifically that this light is shining, that this light of luminary from the source of light shines and is apparent. When is it? It's when we're lighting the Hanukkah candles, and before Shabbat, when we're lighting the Shabbat candles. It's interesting. Let's read it and I'll tell you what I think is interesting. And this reveals the luminaries of light that is juxtaposed and connected to the garments of light that Adam and Eve were wearing. Originally they had or, which is light with an aleph. They had skin that was light. And then they switched after the sin to or with an ayin, which is like skin from leather. And when you bring this light into the world, you begin to rectify the sin of Adam and Eve. Meaning Adam was once light, he lost his light. Now when you bring light into the world, you're actually helping rectify the sin of Adam and Eve. And even the hustling that you're involved in, just to prepare the lightings of the candles. With Shabbat, you got to put the foil on and put the candles on. And with the Hanukkah, you got to scoop out last night's candle, put in a new candle. There's all these different types of pressure. Put the oil in, the wick, different types of preparation. All this preparation for the candles, this in itself brings this flow from higher to lower of this light of the redemption. They call it a or shel geula. The light of the redemption comes down more and more, the more we're not only just lighting the Hanukkah and Shabbat candles, even just preparing to light them. And all the more so, and every time that you add publicizing the miracles of God, and to sanctify God's name in public, to show that there's a God of Israel, to bring the God of Israel into the consciousness, to the minds of humanity, then there increases more light and bounty that flows from high to low, from above. So the lighting of the candles is just making God's presence known. We know Shabbat is like a testimony. We're testifying that God created the world. And Hanukkah, we're testifying that God did the miracle for the Jews 2,000 years ago. These are all sanctifying God's name, and as a result, more light comes in this world, which is called the light of the Geula, the light of the redemption, which will hopefully lead us to the redemption. Ad shetavo ha-geula shlema, the Yanuka says, this light keeps getting added and coming down more and more until the Geula shlema, until like the final redemption, meaning it's like a certain amount of light. Once we've downloaded that much light into the world, the Geula is here. So there's like a bar of how much light we've brought into the world over thousands of years, and when we get to the end of it, the Geula comes. I remember I had a teacher who once said there's a cup, God has a cup, and all the tears of the children of Israel go into this cup, and when the cup overflows, it's enough. God's going to bring the redemption. Similar idea of just there's a moment of activation that the redemption will happen, but we have to do something to activate it. And I just want to say what's interesting here, what I thought of, is because like on Shabbat, you're not allowed to get pleasure from the Shabbat candles. Like you can't read by the Shabbat candles. You can't get light for it. The Shabbat candles are not here to give us light. The Shabbat candles are here for something spiritual. So it is really a big deal that like other people, you're making fire to get light. You're doing it for something. No. This fire is not for light. We get light from another place. These Shabbat candles are something metaphysical, something beyond. Just food for thought. That's the small, that's it, micro piece today. We have another 3 micro pieces left, and we are done with this pathway. So thank you for sticking with me so far. I love you all so much. Let's light those candles. Let's bring God into the world. Let's sanctify His name publicly. And maybe you'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back to activate the redemption of humanity. All good. Have a wonderful day. Love you all.